Hello everyone, my name is Justin and welcome back to the New York Islanders GM Mode Series Round 3. I'm back on vacation and ready to pump out some videos here. So as a little bit of a recap here, it's been a while, so we'll get a little bit of a recap going. This is year 3 of the New York Islanders. Every year we've gotten better. Every year we've made it farther. We're in the 3rd round this year. Facing up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's do a little bit of a refresher on our lines here. We got Delcol, Tavares, Panarin, Prince, Stachny, Strome, Killorn, Lee, Nelson, Clutterbuck, Kazigas, Martin. You guys have been leaving comments while I was on vacation and had a video scheduled. And I took a lot of them into consideration. Nothing was major. But those are our lines there. Let's go to the playoff tree real quick, and we can see how we've done and how everyone else has done. So here's the playoff tree. Edmonton beat Dallas, and then LA beat Edmonton. Winnipeg beat Chicago, and then Nashville beat Minnesota, and then Winnipeg. So it's going to be Winnipeg and LA. I don't know. Like, thinking in my head, I don't think that would be an actual matchup in real life in 3 years, but it's possible, I guess. So you got over here Buffalo and Buffalo and Toronto. Toronto won, or obviously Toronto won and Buffalo won. Then the Penguins and us, and then we beat the Penguins in 5 games. Toronto won in 6 games, and that leads us to the conference finals here, baby. Your New York Islanders, year 3 Eastern Conference Finals up against Toronto. Let's look at their lines. I don't know. They have some prospects, but it doesn't look like many of them have made it to the NHL yet. So here are their lines here. First line, Van Riemsdyk, Kadri, Boyce. I mean, I can't believe they still brought Boyce. I mean, it's year 3. Come on. So first line, we easily beat them. Second line, Grabner, Bonino, and Lupul. We easily beat them there. Leipzig, there's a prospect finally. Holland and Komarov. Third lines, I guess you can say they're close to even. Greening, Gauthier, there's a prospect in McCulloch. Don't really like a sniper on the 4th line, but whatever. Now defensively, here's where they got something good going on. They got a good defensive core, Morgan Riley and Jake Gardner, better than our top 2. Marcinin and Carrick. And then, Tyler Bosak's playing defense. So they got a defensive injury, so I don't know if he'd be the 4th line center once. That'd be a waste of talent if he was the 4th line center whenever the defenseman comes back. So this is good. We got to get goals quick while they still have a forward playing defense, and Jake Allen ends up being their goaltender. So overall, I don't see how this team made the playoffs, I'll be honest. They might beat us, who knows. This game's funny, but they just don't have a very great team. Jared Cowan's the only one injured till May 26th. I think he's like 83 overall. So here goes the showdown. We'll get into game 1 right now, and here we go. First period, let's go, boys. Let's start off hot, or not. Lupul and Holland both get some goals here. Second period, and looks like, come on offense, give the fans something to cheer for. We're on Barclays Center. Let's go. Oh my goodness, when we lost. There's no coming back after that one. We need offense. And just like that, shut out. They have a forward playing defense and we can't get a goal. That's embarrassing. Not going to make any line changes. Let's just go into game 2. We got a feel for their team, how they play, and now we're ready to counterattack. Let's go, team. And again, we're losing. Nick Bonino. There we go. Nick Leddy and Shane Prince, but Gardner ties it up. And let's go into the third period. Let's go. Someone step up. John Tavares, where are you at? And there's Marcinson. There we go, John Tavares. I called him out and he ties up the game. And there's John Tavares with the game-leading goal right here. Come on, insurance marker. And we win. I called out our captain, and he showed up 2 goals in the third period. The tying goal and the winning goal. I mean, we have one of the best captains in the league. We have one of the best players in the league here. So we got Nick Leddy from Shane Prince from Theodore and Strome, Tavares from Del Cole and Leddy, Tavares from Del Cole and Panarin. It just like that. Series tied. Now we got to go in Toronto. They have a lot of fans, but we got to go in there and we got to pretend like the fans aren't in there. We just got to win. First period, Prince and McCulloch, the fourth line, really. Second period, and they're winning. Van Riemsdyk, come on, someone step up. Let's go. Almost halfway through. There we go. We killed a penalty. Come on, someone step up here. This is... And we lost. Fantastic. That was sarcastic. Not going to make any line changes. Just going to go straight in. To game number 4. Team, come on. Do we really want to lose to a team that had 42 wins in the third round? I mean, we made it this far. We might as well just lost in our first round. If we don't win the cup, what's the point of going to the third round? There we go. We came out with some fire, and so did they. So we got Del Cole, then Tavares. Less than a minute later, Boyce. Less than a minute later, Gauthier. But then Theodore, with less than 2 minutes left, gave us the lead. Second period. Are you serious? 4 goals? I don't see us coming back. That's embarrassing. Some line changes are happening. Theodore got 2 goals, but we really let 4 goals in that period. Quite honestly. Maybe this team isn't a Stanley Cup team. I thought we were. I mean, look how much goals they're getting against us. I said they didn't have a good offense. So what can we do? What can we do? Just to shake things on up. We're gonna do that. Defensively, what could we do here? Hamonic and Leddy, Theodore. We'll get Theodore and Boychuk, Pulak and Mayfield. I don't want to pull Halak, but he really didn't show up that game. Alright, we're still in this though. Down 3-1, our back's against the wall, but all we need is 3 straight wins, and we can do it. We have the team that is capable. And another 3-2 lead after the first period. Killorn, Panarin, and Clutterbuck moved up to the third line. Look what he does. All 3 goals from the same area. Second period. Okay, we're up 4-2. Paul Stachny. We have the routine in place. 2-goal lead. All we got to do is hold them. And there we go. John Tavares gets the insurance marker, and we're going to game 6. Long power play, and Panarin finally scores. 5 minutes left. No chance. And a 6-2 victory for your New York Islanders. Killorn from Stachny and Nelson. Panarin from Prince. Clutterbuck from Nelson and Boychuk. Stachny from Nelson and Killorn. Nelson had a good game, so did Prince. Time for game number 6. We have our backs against the wall. We could be eliminated here if we don't show up. McCulloch, Boychuk and Tavares, routines in place, insurance marker, and then win. There's the insurance marker by Del Cole. And now we just got to stop them from getting 2 goals. And I think we can do that. And we're going to force a game 7, baby. Your New York Islanders down 3-1, and now it's going to Game 7. It's going to be a coin toss, and guess what? We're going to call it right. Boychuk from Strome, Tavares from Del Cole from Tavares, and Panarin, Kazikas from Boychuk and Lee. Anders Lee, I don't know if he'll be on the team this year. He really hasn't been showing up much. I remember at one point in this series, he had like no points in 6 or 8 games or something ridiculous. It's time for the Game 7 showdown in New York. The stands are packed with people here. You got the fans are roaring. Excitement. New York Islanders can go to the Stanley Cup Finals. All they need is a W right here. And let's just send the first period. Okay, that's not good. We're in the locker room. John Tavares steps up here. Team, we're only down by 1. We're not getting enough shots. Just get the puck on the net. One could just go right through, and it can be a tie game just like that. We need to go out there. We need to give it our all for our fans, for this organization, and for ourselves. Let's go, and let's take the lead this period. Tavares stands back up on the bench during the second intermission and says, we either want the cup or we don't. And this period will determine that. And that's all he says. Sorry about that, guys. Some commotion kind of started in my house here. So we're going to resume here. This is intense. Third period, we can't even get 1 goal. Only 16 shots. Let's resume. Somebody step up for the fans, for the organization. We don't want to go out like this. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Third round exit to a team that was 42-33. That's just embarrassing, quite honestly. Couldn't even get 1 goal. Our offense just wasn't there. Couldn't get 1 goal there. Only got 1 goal there. Couldn't get a goal here. I mean, come on. You know, it was kind of back and forth. Our offense sucked those games, but this game let in 3 goals. This game let in 6 goals. You know, I mean, really, 51 wins. I'm just having a hard time figuring out what can we make about this team even better. Because when we do it like this, I mean, that's a solid top 6. That Cole will be better for next year. Good third line. Good fourth line. I mean, our defense could be better. I admit that. But it's hard to get a top 2 defenseman. And Halak, you can say what you want. You can say he could be better. But he put up decent numbers. Maybe we should part ways with him this season. I don't know. So let's just Stats Central, player stats in the playoffs. I want you guys to leave a comment. I think this is Vlogs last year, so I want you to leave a comment. Resign. We'll check first. So Tavares clearly showed up for our team. What a captain. 30 points in 19 games. That was an easy Conn Smythe candidate if we would have won. We have to re-sign him this year too. That's kind of scary. Panarin, that's what we got him for. Point per game, pretty much. Stastny really showed up, which is why I'm glad. I don't know if we'll re-sign him or not. We might re-sign him on a 1 or 2 year deal. Prince, Del Cole both had solid seasons. Nelson, Strome, Killorn, Clutterbuck, Seelig, Anders Lee, 4 points. I think we're better off trying to find someone better. Oh, he's still under contract, so I guess not. Defensively, Nick Leddy played well, but was a -1. And there's their goalies. So we'll just see who wins the Stanley Cup here. Go over the awards and stuff like that. This is what I'm looking for. This is the type of performance I'm looking for my franchise. You've had a good year at the helm of the New York Islanders. I'm expecting more of the same. I'm assuming They'll offer me an extension. Unless I don't know if I turn GM firing off. I don't know if they even they should. Look at that, 30 points, man. I think it's safe to say that we collectively feel like the New York Islanders are in good hands with you as the GM. I'm going to offer you a renewal to stick with us for 40 years. I'll be expecting 38 wins this coming season. That's not a lot. Anyone can do that. Long-term deals. So at this point, I'm not going to be in lie to you guys. I might switch teams at any point, but I think we got good things going on in New York Islanders. I don't want to go to Carolina. Anaheim, I mean, come on. Gets left at Perry, you're a million years old by now. LA, just not where I want to go. So if it was a better offer, maybe I'd leave. But we're going to stick with the New York Islanders for 4 years. Teravainen and Shaw still free agents. Hopefully, Teravainen drops like an 83. Maybe we could, or Ben Bishop, maybe we can pick him up, and then they'll grow back up to what they were. So that's an option, to get Ben Bishop on a short-term deal while we wait for Tremblay, because Halak is old. But the problem is Toronto Maple Leafs and the St. John. How did the Maple Leafs win? That's embarrassing. Let's see how much Ben Bishop drops. 85. But I've seen this before where they're 85 now. You sign them and come the regular season, they're back to their normal. Dogs started barking, and as I was saying, there's a good chance he could be back up to 87 come the regular season. Same with Shaw and Teravainen, obviously they dropped. So let's take a look here at the playoff tree. Toronto won 6 games. Let's take a look at the awards. So Stanley Cup, Toronto. President, Chicago, LA, Toronto. Steven Stamkos wins the Art Ross. Hart Memorial, Steven Stamkos. Oliver Ekman-Larsson wins the James Norris. Stamkos and Lady Byng. Michael Delcole, that's why I held him back a year in the AHL. Just like that. Jake Allen, the Conn Smythe. Pekka Rinne, the Vezina. Fleury and Murray. Martinez. Jonathan Toews, Steven Stamkos. Stamkos had a killer year. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm considering trading Anders Lee because I want Barzal to play third line center next year. Maybe even second line. So that's an option. So I want you to tell me. Here we go. I'll do this real quick. We can go to contracts. Comment resign Stastny or don't resign Stastny. Resign Clutterbuck or don't resign Clutterbuck. Resign Killorn or don't resign Killorn. Resign Martin or don't resign Martin. Good thing Hickey's contract's up. Resign, obviously we'll resign Tavares, come on. Paul resign Kazikis. We would definitely will Prince. Okay, we have a lot of free agents this year. It looks like this team was kind of built like that. So we're going to have to be careful with our money. But the main person I want to know is, should we re-sign Thomas Greiss, 33, 3.5 stars. Tremblay is going to be ready to be the backup next year, which means Gibson might be gone. He's not a starter. I mean, he put up good numbers, but I don't think I want to. Maybe for 1 year we can have him as a starter, but I feel like that's taking a step backwards. Tremblay, still have high hopes for him to be a starting NHL goalie in 2 or 3 years. He had a good year his first year in the NHL. That's good. So I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll do the draft and re-sign stage in the next episode. Please leave comments to guide me, and I'll see you next time.